Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Let's see. First I'm gonna do some I'm gonna explain some things. I'm not that good with solving math problems while talking. I tend to make mistakes if I do that, which is why when I posted those previous videos I didn't talk. But I'm gonna try this time to talk while solving some derivative problems. So let's see. Let's get to it. Today I'm gonna solve 7 functions. I'm gonna find the derivative of 7 functions. So 1. Before I do the first function, I'm gonna just write down some stuff here, and I hope you guys write it down as well, just to keep in mind. Well, if you've got an equation, not an equation, a function which has, for example, cosine 2x squared. Okay, this function, it has an outer function and an inner function. When we want to find the derivative, so we need to find the derivative of the outer function first and then the inner function. The outer function is the whole thing, and then the inner function is this one. So first we find the, and this is an example, this is not the functions that I'm gonna do right now, but it's just an example so you can follow. So if I have the cosine 2x squared and I need the derivative of it, we know that the derivative of cosine is minus sine, and we can just do minus sign, and the inner function will be the same. Then we do some, we need the derivative of the inner function, which is, we've got here a power of 2, and we need the derivative of this, so we take 2 multiplied by 2, and it's 4, because we've got 2 here as well. And then this is x, then we subtract 1 from the second power and it becomes 1. So I can just remove the 1 and it's x. So this one will be 4x sine. Okay, just keep that in mind. And every step of the way I'm gonna like write standard functions where we can use which we can use in our derivatives. The first one is e2x minus sine 3x, and this is the 2x power. Sorry, the other one, the first one. We can find the derivative of the e to the power of 2x using the same principle. The e2x is the outer function, and we've got the inner function 2x. It's easier for you to first divide, or just see which is the outer function and which is the inner function, to just so it would be easier for you to solve. Okay, so the outer function derivative is 2 is x to the power of 2x, and the inner function derivative, I'm gonna write it on here, it's multiplied by 2. Okay, minus sine 3x, the derivative of sine is cosine, So it's cosine 3x, and then the inner function's derivative here is 3. We can just write it. I'm gonna do like d here, big D, its derivative. Okay, so you know. And this will be 2e to the second power x and minus, 3 cosine 3x. And this is my answer. The second one, let's scroll down. It's ln x plus arctanx x. And here where I'm gonna write the thing that we need to remember, that the derivative of arctan sorry, x is always 1, and it's 1 plus x squared in the denominator. So it's this one. But if you have here, it's if you've got like the inner function is not x, then you need to change the x here as well. Okay, I'm gonna point it. So if the inner function here is not x, it's like 2x, 3x, whatever, x squared. So you need first to take the whole function, the inner function, it should be here, and to the second power. Then you do the inner derivative. Okay. And then ln x, the derivative of ln x is a fraction of 1x, 1 over x, and plus this is one we wrote there, so we can just bring it here, and that is it. Another thing to keep in mind is the ln x derivative. When you've got a natural log derivative, you can just have it in fraction, and then the inner function should be in the denominator, and then you can just multiply by the inner function's derivative, and here it's 1, so that's why I'm not writing it, or it's 1 in the numerator. Okay. Third one, what's with the 3? Okay. Arc sine 2x plus 2x plus 1 to the 7th power. Here again I'm gonna write on the side the arcsine's derivative, excuse me, arcsine x. I'm gonna write this. It's good to memorize those derivatives. It's 1 and 1 square root of 1 minus x square, and this is the arcsine. So, and here we've got 2x, so it's not x, so you need to keep that in mind. First I'm gonna do the first one. The arcsine, it's 1 and then square root 1 minus 2x to the 2nd power, and I've got an inner function which is 2x and the derivative is 2, plus, let's go here. Now another thing to think about is when you've got this type of function, when you have here power, it's easier to just think that, okay, I've got here power and I need the derivative of the power. It's the same principle when you've got like x squared, the same thing, but your x here is this whole thing. So you can just take the 7 and put it down. Then think about this as it's a whole x. The whole package is x. And then put it down. It's not x or a or b or whatever. And then you subtract 1 from the 7. So it's 7 minus 1, which is 6. Okay? And don't forget you have to multiply by the inner derivative. Let's continue. So it's 7 2x plus 1 to the 6th power multiplied by 2, which is equal to, okay, I'm gonna write 2 here because you just multiplied. So 1 minus, and the square root of 2 is 4, and x squared plus 7. Sorry, we've got here 7 and we've got here 2, and it's multiplied, so it's 14. So it's 2x plus 1 to this 6th power, and that is the answer. Okay, moving on. Which one? 4th. What's with me and my numbers? Okay, we've got tan pi x plus cosine pi x2. Okay, the derivative. Did I write the tan here? Nope, I didn't. Okay, we write it down. And derivative of the tan is, so I'm gonna do tan x is 1, and we've got cos x squared. This is the first one, and we've got the second one if we want. Like sometimes we use this, sometimes we use the other one. It's 1 plus tan x and square. So you can either use this or this. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. Oh, you can't see my cursor. Okay. Oh, I'm pointing, just pointing. Okay, so I'm gonna use this one. And just remember that here we've got pi x, so it's gonna be cosine square, and we've got pi x, so it's gonna be like this, plus the cosine derivative is minus sign, so we can just do minus here and multiplied by, okay, let's do this here. Okay, I forgot the inner derivative. See, this is what I make. This is mistakes I make while talking. So here it's cos, and then okay, minus pi half sine, okay, and that is the answer. This is 4th, okay, 5th, what? I wrote 4. 5th one, okay. It's the square root of x, and the square root of x, think about it like that the square root is half, so you just go x and it's half. So we've got a number here, and we know how to do the derivative of yeah, an x to the power of some number. Okay. Anyway, so we've got this, and we need the derivative. Why did I write it down again? We just take the half and then x, and then we take subtract 1 from the half here, so it's gonna be minus half, And when we've got minus, I mean in the power, it means that you can just move it to the denominator and make it plus instead. So it's the same as saying that we've got here 2x to the power of half, and this is to the half power. And this is the square root of x, and it's like this. Okay, 6 is fraction, and this is the same as saying that we've got x. I mean, you saw when we had this, and here we had minus. So in the exponent, so you can just think about it the same way. Okay, I have this and I moved it and it became plus, and here you can do the same thing. You can just move it up and it became minus, and that you do that just to see how to change the if it's a minus, if it's because there's a number here, so you need to have it the derivative, it needs to have a minus sign. Okay, I don't know if it makes sense when I'm saying it. It just oh, sorry about that. Okay, so it's minus, and then -1, and -1 it's -2. And this is the same as saying that we've got 1 and we've got x squared. It's the same thing. Okay, the last one is 1 square root of x here, and this is the same as saying x. I'm actually like doing those videos and solving those problems, so because I've got an exam soon, so I thought, okay, I'm gonna do the videos while I'm studying. So it's yeah, I'm doing both at the same time. It's good, it's good. And then we'll take it up, and it will be x minus half. Now we've got a number that we can use, and we find the derivative. And minus half minus 1, it's minus 3 halves. It's like this. Then we need just to make it look nicer. And this is here, it's the same as saying we've got x multiplied with the square root of x by the square root of x. So it's -1, and we've got 2, and then we've got x square root of x, because we've got here 3 halves, and we know that 1/2 is the square root of x. And okay, we go I mean, this is the final answer, but you can write it because it's the same thing as 2, and then you've got x here, and you've got 3 halves. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and it was helpful. Thank you very much. Let me know in the comments if you prefer me quiet and just solving math without doing mistakes. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.